the tools of physics are incredibly helpful to understand and make progress in any field. And first principles means just means breaking things down to the fundamental axiomatic elements that are most likely to be true, and then reason up from there as cogently as possible, as opposed to reasoning by analysis or metaphor. And then it just simple things like thinking in the limit. Like if you extrapolate, minimize this thing or maximize that thing, thinking in the limit is very, very helpful. I'd use all the tools of physics. They apply to any field. This is like a superpower, actually. So you can take for example, like rockets. You could say, well, how much should a rocket cost? The typical approach to that people would take to how much a rocket should cost is they would look historically at what the cost of rockets are and assume that any new rocket must be somewhat similar to the prior cost of rockets. A first principles approach would be you look at the materials that the rocket is comprised of. So if that's aluminum, copper, carbon fiber, steel, whatever the case may be, and say how much does that rocket weigh, and what are the constituent elements, and how much do they weigh? What is the material price per kilogram of those constituent elements? And that sets the actual floor on what a rocket can cost. It can asymptotically approach the cost of the raw materials. And then you realize, actually, the raw materials of a rocket are only maybe 1 or 2% of the historical cost of a rocket. So the manufacturing must necessarily be very inefficient if the raw material cost is only 1 or 2%. That would be a first principles analysis of the potential for cost optimization of a rocket.